Good afternoon, I'm Robert from El Magnifico Games, and today we're going to continue our Curse of Monkey Island playthrough. Last week, when we, in our first stream of this game, we it transpired that Guybrush placed a cursed ring on his love Elaine's finger from LeChuck's stash, unknowingly causing her to turn into a giant gold statue. He's now, the plot of this story seems to be that he's now on a quest to try and save her. One complication is that, being a solid gold statue, she has of course been stolen. So he needs to get a hold of her remains, her golden remains from the pirates that took her. He also has been told by the voodoo lady that the only way to break the curse is to place a ring on her finger of equal or greater value, which is not connected with evil. And she suggested the only such ring she is aware of is on Blood Island. And so Guybrush also needs to find a way to Blood Island, since he doesn't know the way. He needs to acquire a ship, and he needs to acquire a crew. So far we have got most of the way to acquiring a map. We have a map. Believe it or not, a character has a map to Blood Island tattooed on their back, and we currently have access to their back. Stranger thing as that is to say. But we need to somehow make a copy of it. We haven't made much progress on acquiring a crew, although there are certain characters who it seems very likely are going to become the crew. Pirate barbers of all things. We, as far as I recall, have no leads on the ship. And as for reacquiring Elaine's golden remains, we know and can see the ship. Well, we believe we know where they are, which is on a ship. And the ship that we believe they are on is very visible to us from the coast. We don't currently have a way to sail out there. That is where we left off. So, let's get started. This is the map that I talked about before. Tattooed onto this character's back, Pleader. Hello, DC Junkie. Yes, we last week managed to get him to turn around. That's as far as I've gotten, though. Reacquaint myself quickly with the items I actually have. I suppose if I had a writing implement, Guybrush could in theory take a copy of the map on a towel or something like that, perhaps. I'm not sure. Have a quick look around the other areas in the game. So I seem to remember the fort was fairly seemed like a fairly uninteresting place thus far. Hello Mocho Pecan, how are you? I just had a really silly idea for how I might be able to acquire that map. This wouldn't work in real life, but maybe in an adventure game. I was just thinking, could I convince Polido that the paste I have in my inventory is actually suntan lotion? Have him let me put it in his back and then just peel off the map? I realise how crazy this sounds. But let's try it.
taste that.
Aw, that's a shame. Wait, do I still have the picture? I do still have the picture. That implies I have to use it again. I take it I don't use it here,
I don't
though.
want to ruin the map.
No. What's interesting is I don't think I acquired any items when I turned him over. That strongly suggests to me that I'm probably expected to already have all the items necessary to solve this. Unless I just missed an item earlier on, that's always a possibility. DC says it's tough to see how people solve it for the first time through. Yeah, sadly I'm not the brightest or the best.
I don't want to pin that.
But at least I can be entertaining, hopefully. I was wondering if I could use the pin to make a primitive quill. Although that wouldn't quite work, but...
I'd rather go around the long way than go across that hot sand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a shortcut, wasn't it? I remember. At least I think I remember. I believe that teleports you to the other side of town.
It's a chicken coop, but I don't see any chickens. I'll never memorize that map. It's far too complex.
Mojo says, I'm always surprised by people trying things I've never thought of. I can imagine. Why do I have a skeleton arm? I remember where I got it. That's part of the talking head's body, isn't it? I've forgotten his name. Was it Larry the Talking Head or something? Try to think how that's going to crop up. Thing is, if the solution is going to be in any way realistic, then we're almost certainly not taking an impression of it. So that implies that Guybrush actually has to copy it out, which implies some form of writing implement and medium to put it on. But I don't think I have any such items. I mean, the dry towels could be a crude thing to draw on. Oh, what was that about?
Feeling down because your chicks turned to gold? Come to the swamp, get your fortune told. Voodoo and things. Formerly just voodoo. Visit our new location on Plunder Island.
Oh, okay. Well, if I was supposed to use the... Well, this is a bit silly. If he was incredibly careful, I suppose he could pour red dye onto the towel, creating the necessary lines. I feel like that wouldn't work, though. Mojo says, I suggest you visit the cabana again. Thank you. I suppose I could try and trick him into thinking the cooking oil is suntan oil, but I'm not sure what that would achieve.
May I please have some of your oil?
That oil is solely for the use of the fry station technician.
Oh, cabana boy. Will you bury me in the sand?
I'll start digging your grave right now.
Ugh, no. It looks like some of those are older than I am. That would hurt. It's full of dirty dishes.
I can take towels, but I have plenty of them. I could create some wet towels. But what would be the point? Talking to the cabana boy doesn't seem particularly helpful. Oh dear, I just had a thought. I hope I'm not supposed to encourage him to actually get sunburned so that the map peels off. That would be horrible. Well, I can't help but think that the cooking oil looks like an item that I really am supposed to be able to acquire. So I suppose the question is, how do I acquire it without the cabana boy stopping me?
It's a reservation slip for Blondebeard's chicken.
Well, I suppose I even need to get rid of the cabana boy somehow. Or convince him that I'm the technician. Which seems unlikely.
May I please have some of your oil?
That oil is solely for the use of the fry station technician.
No. Nothing makes a day on the beach like a generous helping of greasy, deep-fried food. It's coconut cooking oil. Chicken franks, chock full of processed beaks and waddles. I don't think he'd like that. It's a membership card to the Brimstone Beach Club. That doesn't need dyeing.
I do apologise, I think I'm gonna need a clue. Oh, Mojo says your reasoning's on point. I'm really doubtful I can convince him that I'm a technician with the tools I currently have at my disposal. That does suggest I have to get rid of him. I know he doesn't like things that are dirty. Maybe this'll scare him off?
I don't think he'd like that.
No. I mean, I could try using the ember on the stick to set fire to the grease in the deep fryer.
I don't want to cinch that with this ember.
Nope. I could wet a towel and throw it in the deep fryer. That will spit like crazy. Not really the done thing, though.
The towels are all... A damp towel would be of no use here.
Okay.
I've got enough towels. Ugh, no. It looks like some of those are older than I am.
Wait, I can push him?
No.
Okay, I can. DC says so close. The dye? That's also a liquid.
That doesn't need dyeing.
No,
I don't think he'd like that.
no. This?
That seems like a waste of a perfectly good biscuit.
It's a perfectly good biscuit.
That doesn't need dyeing.
Moji says really close. Hmm.
I don't want to carry that around. It's cold.
Papa Bishu!
That's what you said, Mojo, when you first said hello today. I wouldn't have guessed that though. That was... That certainly wasn't what I had in mind.
Ugh, no. It looks like some of the... I'd rather go around to the gate than go through that towel business again.
Now to find out if the solution to this is I put cooking oil on his back and then his back cooks and the mat peels off, which would be pretty pretty awful.
I think he's fallen asleep.
DC says nastiest scene in the game. Oh,
I really wish I didn't have to do that.
oh. Well, let's make our escape while we can.
A barrel of grog and a chicken. Look at all this stuff, mate. Oh, that must have been some battle. Let's pull up anchor and make for Skull Island. King Andre will pay through the nose for all this loot.
Wait a minute. There's something else. It's some kind of footwear. Hey, those are nice boots. But they're still hot. Ow, 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 ow.
Interesting development. Okay, that ship's still there. That must have been a different ship. So, to recap, the problems I need to solve are acquiring a map, which I've got, acquiring a crew, which I don't have, and I seem to remember the sub-problems there were one of them wanted me to show them I had found treasure, another one wanted me to insult them enough that they'd challenge me to that they'd feel compelled to challenge me to a duel, and then I'd have to win, presumably. And the other one wanted me to beat them at log throwing. And then there was... oh, also the problem of acquiring a ship, which I have no leads on, and the... getting Elaine's golden remains back, which are currently on that ship, Guybrush believes.
It's the map to Blood Island, peeled off Palado's back.
Okay, I did acquire cooking oil out of that. which I still have. So perhaps one of the other objectives can be pursued with the cooking oil. Do I just have to oil up some of the logs to win the log throwing? Oh, I see what I did there. It must be that way, yes. Because I was wondering... Ah, it's the caber, isn't it? It's the caber toss. I was wondering why I can actually interact with these cabers. I wonder if I'm just supposed to oil up my competitors' cabers.
That doesn't need cooking oil.
No. Oh, that's a shame. And I'm guessing there would be no advantage to doing so to mine.
That doesn't need cooking oil.
Yeah, that would just make it harder. Okay, I probably can't solve that one yet then. Hello, Meteorita. Meteorita says you can at the moment. Okay. That's interesting. I'm not supposed to shorten it, am
This
I?
serrated knife won't work.
No, that would be silly.
They're made from palm trees. They look pretty tough to toss.
Do I swap it with a different type of wood?
Well, this knife might cut through regular wood, but not a rubber tree.
Mojo says my suggestion is to read the little signs. Thank you.
Sumatran rubber tree. Donated to Puerto Pollo by our Sumatran sister city of Vacaville. This tree is the only one of its kind in the entire Western Hemisphere and stands as an everlasting symbol of the friendship between our two cities.
If I gave myself rubber tree capers, I wonder if it would bounce. And I could win that way.
Caribbean rubber tree. One of the many rubber trees common throughout the Caribbean, used as raw material for shipbuilding.
But how do I cut it? I feel like scissors isn't gonna work.
And the tree's too rubbery to cut with scissors.
Do I burn it?
I don't want to singe that with this ember. I don't want to singe that with... I could never hope to move that.
No.
Sumatran rubber tree. Donated to Puerto Pollo by our Sumatran sister city of Vacaville. This tree is the only one of its kind in the entire Western Hemisphere and stands as an everlasting symbol of the friendship between our two cities.
mean, is there something that you would famously cut rubber with? This is daft. This is the solution. My goodness.
I only need one plug.
Okay, I have a rubber plug.
I can't plug that up.
Do I have to make a suitable opener?
That wood is too hard for the biscuit cutter to cut. This serrated knife won't work. I don't want to cut that.
Wait, wouldn't that rubber plug do wonderfully for sealing up the hole in that ship? That ship, I say, that little boat, so that I could sail out. I realise I'm swapping problems here, but... But I can always come back to the caber toss later.
Wow, for a homemade rubber plug, that worked very nicely. It won't stay in there.
Paste.
The plug is all pasty now. Perfect.
Progress.
Men on a dead man's... Huh. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood and I want my girlfriend.
Well, we'll just see how your threats sit with my captain.
Your captain?
Yes, Threepwood. You've come aboard the Sea Cucumber. I am Mr. Fossey, the first mate. And my captain? Why, he's the scourge of the seven seas. The dread pirate, Legend. Yes, Captain. It's on the table, sir.
LeChuck!
That's right. Captain Lech. Yes, Captain. Just an intruder, sir. But I'm dealing with him. He says you're to be tortured. Choose your punishment. You can either be tarred and feathered, or you can walk the plank.
Feathered sounds good. How about just feathered?
No. Sorry. Well, I suppose we'll have to go with walking the plank. We're trying to avoid using the tar and feathers. It's messy, and we need to save the tar for emergency leak repair. What do you say, men? Shall we make him walk the plank?
Interesting development.
Any last words, Threepwood?
Nope. Can't think of anything.
All right, in you go. That's odd. There was no splash.
Splash!
Interesting. I'm assuming if I go right back up there, then I'll have similar troubles. No, strangely.
It's a big old sloppy bucket of tar.
I imagine I'm gonna want that tar for something.
This pie pan won't do any good there. No.
Interesting.
Who's there? You again? I don't know how or why you came back on board, but you'll be sorry you did. All right, in you go.
I'll never be able to pick that up. It's that plank I keep falling off.
Ah. So am I to understand I'm supposed to change things so I don't fall off it?
Who's there?
Okay, that's interesting.
You again?
I can't interact with anything until I deal with this puzzle.
All right, in you go.
I could put paste on there. No. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't look like I can interact with the plank itself. Oh, I can from down here.
I can't paste that.
Do I shorten it? Fair enough. Huh.
I don't need the plank.
Okay, let's try that again and see how this develops.
Who's there? Again with the sneaking on board the ship! I don't know how or why you came back on board, but the next time you walk the plank will be your last! What's that, Captain? Vandals? Yes, sir. Tar and feathers. I know it's messy, but it's the only torture we have left.
Ah.
Our illustrious captain has declared that you shall be tarred and feathered.
Okay, this hasn't gone entirely to plan.
That'll learn you.
So what do I do now?
I don't know. We've never done this before. Aren't you humiliated?
I guess so, but no more than usual.
Well, just get lost then.
I'm really not sure how this is an advantage. Oh, and I suppose I could pose as that giant chicken that's been attacking everyone.
Do you have a reservation? Madre de Dios! Es el Puyo Diablo!
Sí, he dejado en libertad los prisioneros y ahora vengo por ti.
Well, you're not taking me without a fight.
Ah.
Ugh, this chicken grease washed off all the feathers. Whoops, I better keep quiet.
Absolutely, Captain. I'll get right on it after I have my dinner. What's that, Captain? I eat too much fried chicken. Well, I've just got a weakness for chicken, that's all. I know you don't have any weaknesses, Captain LeChimp. You're an overachiever, a doer. While I'm just a tiny little fly.
The chimp? The captain is an ape? Well, if the captain is an ape, then Mr. Fossey must be...
Aye, aye, Captain. Fresh bananas for the whole crew.
an utter loon.
What's that, Captain? Your parasites are bothering you. Well, of course I'll groom you, sir. You know, sir, finding this gold statue may be just the boost our crew needs. What, with the riches we get from this, we can get new and better ships and become the terror of the Caribbean.
Mojo says awful Spanish accent. I wouldn't know, but I could very well imagine.
Ah, I hate porcelain. It's a long story. I'll explain later.
Huh.
I'm not in the mood for fruit. If I climb out this porthole, I'll wind up floating on the plank I cut.
That's good to know. I'm not sure what that will have achieved, though. Shoe tire swing.
It's a tire swing.
Treasure map. Interesting.
That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine.
Okay. That makes things a lot more clear. That's what I'm supposed to acquire.
It's made from porcelain.
I doubt I can control the skeleton arm, but it's worth a go.
I can't use the skeleton arm with that.
No. Oh, I have chicken grease in my inventory now. I wonder if that's what I'm supposed to use on the caber. I mean, I could try to make a sticky
I
reed.
can't paste that.
No.
I can't paste that.
Oh, does he have to wear gloves?
The glove won't work with that.
Did I select the wrong thing before?
They'd see me.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so the issue now is that they'd see him. Huh. It's hard to imagine how he could grab the treasure map without being seen. A disguise might help. Or if I could clear them from the room. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try that chicken grease on that caber. Oh! Okay, this is making more sense. Of course the boat wouldn't be there because I didn't use the boat to get there. Oh, let's hope this is it.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Oh. Hmm.
I only need one plug.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Meteorita says, what an inconspicuous barrel of rum. Yes, I was wondering what that rum is for. That barrel, rather. That keg, even.
And this biscuit cutter won't do any good. It's a wooden sawhorse supporting that keg of rum. It's an enormous keg of old Gut Blast brand rum.
Major says, nice word, inconspicuous. Okay. Not quite sure what this is achieving. That, apparently.
It's a trail of rum leaking from the keg.
I mean... Okay, now I can win the...
Whoa, my head is spinning. I gotta lay off the rum.
Now I can win the caper toss. Oh, thank you.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
It's as I told you, Guybrush. Not until you can best me in the caber toss.
Sounds great. Let's do it. Hey, I win!
By the spiraling bouffant of me great Uncle McManus! Never before have I seen such strength. Sure, I'll join your crew. I'll wait at the shop until you're ready to leave.
I'll need 2 more sailors for my crew.
Presumably these two. I still don't know how to insult Edward Van Helgen sufficiently. And as for Cutthroat Bill, I have no treasure. I do wonder if the statue of Elaine is... Sorry, I talked over those... over the bells. Meteorita says, not all insults are words. Okay, so I probably am supposed to do something irritating or humiliating, like pouring red dye over him.
Yeah, I don't think he'd like that. Yeah, I don't think he'd like that. Yeah, I don't think he'd like.
Okay, it's none of them. I suppose I could, like, cut off part of his beard or something.
My piratey instincts tell me I should keep this to myself.
That's fair enough, because I took that from this room.
Yeah, I don't think he'd like.
Offer him a maggoty biscuit?
Yeah, I don't think he'd like.
No.
It's a dapper pirate. No.
I mean, I assume if I did something to his clothing, he would be upset.
Yeah, I don't think he'd like that.
No. I wonder how I'm supposed to insult him then. Mojo says he's a gentleman. That's true. Could I just slap him with the glove?
Now there's a challenge. To the field of honor.
Oh, I was really
Choose your weapon.
overthinking that. That's obvious in retrospect. Am I supposed to do something here to make sure I win?
Chicken grease won't do any good with that. That doesn't need cooking oil.
Oh well, here goes nothing, I guess.
I choose this pistol. If I beat you, will you join my crew?
The odds of you beating me are so astronomical, I will take that bet. Again, I prove to you I'm the greatest duelist in the world.
Interesting. Presumably that's why I can interact with the chalk numbers. But since he didn't move at all... I'm not sure what messing with the numbers would achieve.
A damp towel would be of no use here.
I have no chalk to redraw them.
These are distance markers for the caber toss.
Okay, these... maybe they're not using the numbers in the duel then? Well, that would suggest that I need to do something to the pistols themselves.
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
I can't paste that.
What are these? Is that supposed to be flintlock? Probably.
Cool. Cool.
I really don't know.
I choose this pistol.
I win again.
It just says you can't do anything when shooting, can you? Well, certainly once I've picked the pistol, I don't believe I'm able to interact. I suppose I should double check that.
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
I do feel like this screen wouldn't appear if there wasn't some way I could mess with the guns, though.
I choose this pistol.
Yeah, at this point I can't do anything.
I win again.
So I either need to have set something up there already, or I need to do something to the pistols.
If he knows I'm here, he might do something even more horrible to me.
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
I don't suppose the skeleton arm's a better shot than I
I
am.
can't use the skeleton arm with...
No.
Cool.
I suppose if they were matchlock, I could try and cut off the piece that burns. Although I imagine you'd add that every time you fire
I
it.
don't want to cut that. I choose this pistol.
I win again.
What a conundrum. I don't suppose I could have a clue, could I?
These are distance markers. Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
I mean, ideally, I'd probably want to cause him to misfire. This is very silly. I don't just do something ridiculous like put the magic wand down the barrel or something, do I?
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
The magic wand has no effect on that.
That's fair enough.
I don't want to pin that. That doesn't take wooden nickels. I choose this pistol.
Oh.
I win again.
I just noticed where all those pistols end up. There's nothing I can do over here, is there? Like leave something over here that I can then make use of? Probably not.
It's the remnant of a once mighty rubber tree. It's a bed of hay.
Oh, it looks like the ember stick is gone. I was wondering if I could set fire to the bed of hay to create a distraction. Well, thinking about it, if it was possible for me to solve that puzzle already, I was guaranteed to already have all the items necessary to solve that problem, and I could do so with from just within that room, then presumably there would be no point to allow the player to get out. So I wonder if there's a two-part solution here. I wonder if I have to do something out here to cause a distraction.
They'd torture me for sure if I went in now. How strange. The hold is full of broken luggage. This serrated knife won't work here.
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
There's an instrument case there. I wonder if I can find these in the game world elsewhere when not dueling, and then
I choose this pistol.
do something
I
to
win
them then.
again.
I don't see them though. Because what is the significance of being able to pick one of 3? Oh, I like the reflections.
I'm not in the mood for fruit. It's a bowl of fruit. Yeah, it's a porcelain pitcher. Yeah, it's a porcelain pitcher. Hey, I wonder how soon these will sprout flies.
That's an interesting thing to say.
My favorite. Plunder bread. Salt and pepper shakers. It's some smelly, smelly stuff. Ah, it's a porcelain vase. It's a carafe of balsamic vinegar. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine. It's 2 tickets for the Long John Silver Center for the Performing Arts. I didn't know corn grew in the tropics. Now that's a lot of cranberries. It's a bowl of bananas. Looks like mashed potatoes. I didn't know corn grew in the tropics. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I can't use the skeleton arm. Hey, I wonder how soon these will sprout flies. That seems like a waste of a perfectly good biscuit.
Feel free to offer hints for either puzzle. I am completely stuck on them both.
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot.
I don't suppose there's a fake pistol here, is there? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, Juliet, yada, 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 yada. Then in Act... Oh, Juliet, yada, yada.
I suppose if he was unable to move his feet properly into position, that would make it more difficult to aim. Although probably not a lot more difficult.
I can't paste that.
I think I'll give it 5 more minutes, and I may just have to look up the solution.
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
Box lid. I only just noticed that.
It's the lid to the box of pistols.
Interesting. What has that achieved?
I can't paste that.
So what's the benefit of being able to interact with the box lid? I can only interact with one of them. Okay, that's even more interesting. There's a banjo case behind.
I choose the banjo.
I accept.
You do?
Huh.
What's the matter, Brush Boy? Can't you keep up?
I'm sorry, I just lost myself in the beauty of the melody.
Would you like to try again?
Sure, I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh dear, what was next? There we go.
You're pretty good, boy. Let's see you follow this.
He's good. I'll never beat him. No.
Nope, not what I meant.
What? You shot my banjo.
You can't be sure of that. That shot may have come from the grassy knoll.
Of all the lowdown tricks, I never heard of anything so low. I completely misjudged you. You are a pirate after all. I'd be proud to join your crew.
Great.
I'll just pack this stuff up and get ready. And give me back my gun.
I'll need one more sailor for my crew.
Oh, that was a tough one. Okay, so I still don't have any treasure for Cutthroat Bill, and I still don't know how to get Elaine back.
No. I don't want to pin that.
Fair enough.
I don't want to cut that.
Hmm.
They'd see me. That must be the map to where they... Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
You still haven't proven you can find anything of value. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
Say, what you eating there?
Jawbreaker.
Is it good?
Yep.
You don't say much, do you?
Nope.
It's been a pleasure. Bye. I don't think he'd like that. Chicken grease won't do any good with 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 that. I'm not in the mood for fruit. I'm not in the mood for fruit. How strange. The hold is full of broken luggage. Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Oh.
That doesn't need dyeing. Chicken grease won't do any good with... I don't want any smelly old hay. No. I'm not in the mood for bananas. No, the corn is all buttery and greasy. I never liked cranberries, and I don't plan to start now. I hear gorillas are touchy about stealing their food. I'm not in the mood for bananas. I don't want that. I don't want another biscuit. I can't imagine any need for a loaf of plunder bread. If I pick it up, it'll melt in my pants. I don't go in for all that highbrow, artsy theater stuff. Besides, if I want to enter the theater, I can always use the stage door.
That's interesting.
It's 2 tickets for the Long John Silver Center for the Performing Arts.
I wonder if I have to get onto the ship while they're at the theatre. That would make some sense. But how would I cause the show to start at a particular point? Or otherwise fast forward to when the show's starting?
What fool then shall I play the villain when the writer gives it clean and proper?
Excuse me. Acting is my life. Let me join your show.
Sorry, this is a one-man show.
Carry on.
And then...
So perhaps he needs to have a little accident or something?
I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
When he says the instructions, he doesn't mean the instruction manual, does he?
I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
For the game.
I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
He might, mightn't he? Hold on, do I even have the instructions for this game? Okay, I've got a copy here. Sorry about this, I imagine it must be boring while I read. I'm not seeing anything here that helps though. No, I don't think there is. That's a shame. Okay. So that's not what he meant. I don't think he meant the instruction manual for the game, because I didn't see anything in the game that would help.
I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
Well, then he probably means actual instructions in the game world. But I haven't encountered anything like that.
It's 2 tickets for the Long John Silver Center for the Performing Arts.
So there must be a connection, or else why would that be there?
It's locked.
Following which...
Excuse me. Come on, let me watch you rehearse.
I'd rather you didn't. And stop whining.
Carry on.
And then...
Well, this area wouldn't be here if it had no function.
And then...
Okay, so the lights are all on. And the game does remember that.
I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
But you can't tell when you're here.
In the next scene,
What does that little sign say?
Prop tree. Fake trees of this genus were often used by early settlers for theatrical productions.
Huh.
What fool then shall I play the villain?
It's too big to carry.
What fool then shall I play the villain when the right here gives king?
What am I missing?
It's 2 tickets for the Long John Silver Center for the Performing Arts.
Oh, I'd still welcome hints if anyone in chat has them. Maybe the chicken grease has to be used in the theatre in some creative way? Because that's the only item which I didn't have before I went to the ship, which the game could guarantee that I do have now.
What fool then shall I play the villain when the Sid Riser gives king proper?
Next we'll... Oh, Juliet, yada 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 yada.
I think I'll let him study his lines. Chicken grease won't do any good with that. Chicken grease won't do any good with that. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work.
In the next scene, following which...
Interesting.
In the next...
Like,
I don't suppose I chicken grease the plank, do I?
chicken grease won't do any good with that.
No.
By which time the two within the house
Do I shorten it?
themselves.
No. That doesn't need cooking.
Then, in act...
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by the son of York. What fool then shall I play the villain when the Sid Riser gives king proper?
It's Juliet's balcony.
Next we'll... In the next scene, Oh,
Chicken grease won't do any good with that. I don't think he'd like that.
oh, Romeo, yada 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 yada.
That doesn't need cooking oil.
Next we'll...
That doesn't need dyeing.
In the next scene,
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by the son of York. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by the son of York. What fool then shall I play the villain when the Sid Riser gives king proper?
And then...
By which time the two within the house against themselves, whole undiscovered country.
Next we'll... In the next scene, Oh, Juliet, yada 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 yada. Next we'll...
By which time the two of their houses were against themselves, all undiscovered country.
And then
Following which, well, that's poor Babby's been with you, I see your father's just now. By which time the two of their houses were against themselves, all undiscovered country. Next, we'll. In the next scene,
I don't need a plank to walk.
What fool then shall liberate the villain when the Cid Riser gives to king and proper? What fool then shall liberate the villain when the Cid Riser gives to king and proper?
I think I'll let him study his lines.
What fool then shall liberate the villain when the Cid Riser gives to king and proper?
I'll need to read the instructions before they'll work. It's 2 tickets for the Long John Silver Center for the Performing Arts. It's a porcelain vase. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine.
I can't help but think that the chicken grease is the crux of it, because why else would I have acquired it when I did?
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
I just don't see how.
Following which, well, that's poor Babby's been with you, I see your father's just now. Next, we'll. In the next scene, Following which, well, that's poor Babby's been with you, I see your father's just now.
It's the dread pirate LeChimp. I don't think he'd like that. It's Mr. Fossey, the first mate. It's a big old sloppy bucket of tar.
I think at this point I am going to have to look it up. It's a shame, but it's just not fair on those that are watching the stream to have to sit through me struggle for all this time. Okay, I see why I couldn't solve it. It involves acquiring an item that I don't yet have, and which I simply would not have thought of to look for, especially in connection with this puzzle. Apparently I have to use the magic wand with the hat, and that
Nothing up my sleeve?
will get me a book.
Presto! Hey, it worked. There's something inside. The C's of ventriloquism.
Yep, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Mr. Fosse, I've been thinking.
Are you all right, Captain? You sound different.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry, sir.
Maybe it's time we gave up pirating. I mean, take a look around at me, at the rest of the crew. We're all monkeys.
You mean in the Darwinian sense, sir?
No, I mean in the quite literal sense. Have you noticed that the crew is happier swinging from the masts than swabbing the decks? I don't even want to mention what they've been flinging around the ship.
Are you suggesting that I'm not disciplining the crew enough?
No, I'm suggesting that we all give up this charade and go back to the trees. That's the life for a monkey, not sailing the seas for months on end.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, sir, I suppose I can't argue.
I think our last order of business should be to dig up that statue and...
It'll be tough on the men, sir, but I'll tell them that you think it best.
Okay, but first we should dig up that statue and give it to...
I'll make sure they understand that it's not their fault.
Very good, and then we can dig up that statue and... Okay, never mind then. That must be the map to where they've buried Elaine.
Interesting.
I don't go in for all that highbrow, artsy theater stuff. Besides, if I want to enter the theater, I can always use the stage door.
Okay, so... With all eyes open, follow the path to the X, southeast, northwest, west, southeast, 2 places northeast, east, southwest.
That's a really good jawbreaker there, huh?
Yep.
Well, that's just terrific, isn't it?
Yep.
Boy, I sure could go for a jawbreaker right about now.
Yep.
I said I sure could go for a jawbreaker right about now.
I hope you find one.
You gonna finish that jawbreaker?
Sure am.
Okay, just checking. It's been a pleasure. Bye.
I noticed something about acquiring a jawbreaker. I wasn't specifically looking for that, but I happened to read it. So I assume we need that at some point for something. I wonder how I follow those directions. Of course, the problem is, knowing the solution to the puzzle on the ship now, I'm a bit paranoid that there might be all sorts of items that I'm supposed to possess at this point that I don't have.
You brute! Then fall, Caesar! Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I just can't watch.
Interesting.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou treasure? Romeo,
So, Juliet, ye be scheming for me treasure. Then parting with your life will be sweet sorrow, and I'll be missing ya.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
Oops.
I don't want any smelly old hay. No. I can't imagine any need for a loaf of plunder bread. It's wet.
I guess that means I've technically got a ship now. Assuming they have in fact abandoned it. So that's the ship solved, the map solved, and it's just the one crew member left. Oh, and actually finding Elaine. But I don't even know if she's on this island or not.
It's a salty pirate, sucking on some candy.
What do you want me to do with that? I told you to come back when you found gold.
It's golden brown. Probably delicious.
Keep trying.
Aww.
I don't think he'd like... I don't think he'd like...
Yes, I won the dual mojo. I also had to look up the answer to the puzzle on the ship to get the map. I absolutely would not have figured out that I have to use a magic wand on a hat to get a ventriloquism book. That would simply not have occurred to me. But, so I've got those two. It does mean I've got those two figured out now, and I think it's just getting Cutthroat Bill on side that remains, because I assume that now the ship's been abandoned, I can use that ship. I don't know what these where these instructions are relative to, or even that they're on this island. So I'm assuming that it's just Cutthroat Bill left, or at least that should be my next priority. I assume I have to find something made of gold to impress him with, or something. Mojo says, have you found some gold? I'm pretty sure I haven't. Nope, doesn't look like it.
That seems like a waste of a perfectly...
Yeah, that was a silly idea.
Nah.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Murray!
Sorry. Alas, poor Murray. He's disgusting 'cause he's a corpse what ain't got no body.
And I mean to eat you all!
Yeah, it was
This
Murray.
is where I came in.
It's Murray the talking skull. Mojo says, you had some gold in front of you and I think you didn't notice it. Blimey. I will go back and have a closer look. I mean, there's the fake swords. I don't know if that's gold, but can't take that. Oh, an individual fake sword.
I don't need a prop.
No. I take it you don't mean the banana peels. The fake crown?
I don't need a prop.
No. Of course, needn't have been in the theatre. There's these. They look like they could be gold, possibly, but I can't pick those up.
I don't want people always asking me about Grim Fandango.
Oh, there's gold on that portrait.
I don't want that.
That looks like it could be gold. Can I go in the front door?
It's locked because the performance has already started.
No. Oh, I must be absolutely blind. There's the golden barber chair, but I can hardly give that to him. Mojo says it's not in the theatre. Thank you. I doubt it's in here, because obviously they'd recognise that that isn't treasure if it was something, it's something they possessed. So presumably it's either in here or outside. Maybe. His tooth. Yeah, there's a golden tooth, I think.
Excuse me, but
What a lucky pirate are ye!
me?
You've struck gold, boy!
I have?
Gold, gold, gold! Ha ha! Golden nuggets of chicken!
Oh.
A treasure trove of deep-fried fun! Now, what can kindly old Captain Blondebeard bring ye for lunch?
Cheese toast. Got any?
I'm afraid we're out of that fine and economical dish. Actually, I'm out of just about everything. Not a drumstick left. All I have left are those biscuits and a few tubs of our special Ipecac slaw.
How's the Ipecac slaw?
Not bad. But 15 minutes later, you'd be hungry again.
Would you like to join my crew and sail to Blood Island?
What? Leave me shop unguarded? Why, you treacherous tripe! You're lucky I don't take out me whisk and run you straight through.
Whoa, calm down. I was just asking.
Sorry, I'm as edgy as a beached whale in Nantucket.
What's wrong?
There be a horror that prowls the jungles of Plunder Island. A 7-foot-tall monster he be, and he has a hatred for mankind unequaled. His preternatural rage burns hotter than the coals used to roast 1,000,000 of his kin. He is El Pollo Diablo, the devil chicken. The devil chicken!
The devil chicken.
He hates me most of all, and his revenge against me must be tastier than me hearty giblets and cracklins party mix.
What's he done?
He turned loose all me chickens, returned them to the wild to roam the jungles free as nature intended. But I've taken care of him.
Really? How?
He returned to finish me off with his wicked poultry ways. But I be master at subduing even the testiest livestock. By now, he should be cozying up to a side order of fluffy spuds and gravy.
Nice gold tooth you have there.
Aye! It glistens like the golden topping of grease on me luscious batter-fried chicken.
I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
So I suppose if I could get him to bite into something that causes the tooth to come loose or something.
Nothing I love more than a good jawbreaker.
Me too.
Yeah, see? When you look at it that way, we're really not all that different, you and I.
Whatever.
Could I have your jawbreaker?
No.
It's been a pleasure. Bye.
So I wonder if I need the jawbreaker for that. But how would I get him to give it up? Who just says he's really interested in that jawbreaker. Yeah.
I don't think he'd like that. I don't think he'd like... excuse me. Do you have any specials?
We're out of potatoes, but we still have some eyes left.
No, thanks. I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
How'd you break into the hairstyling industry?
I saw an ad to join a barbershop quartet. Got a problem with that?
No, that must be very rewarding work.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mean? Just that, you know, cutting hair and singing must be just a lot of fun.
It's like a party every day. Some days I just don't know how to contain my joy. I get giddy, and the laughter bubbles out of me like a sparkling fountain of mirth and gaiety.
Okay, new topic. Pirate stories. Got any?
Okay, here's a story. I started out as a crewman on the raging tightwad, sailing out of Puerto Pollo. The captain was a master treasure hunter, a diviner from some ancient secret society. He had some weird fifth sense when it came to finding objects of value.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you, I've been known to leap into the arms of total strangers when startled.
I have a razor.
Good point. Please go on.
We left port without a map, guided only by the captain's keen senses. We spent the first week going around in circles, until we realized the crew's gold earrings were throwing the captain off. After we tossed all our jewelry, gold coins, and belt buckles overboard, we got back on course.
Did you ever find any treasure?
We sailed for 2 years, and had finally started back to Plunder Island. But just as we started to doubt him, he paid off. We found sunken treasure right off the coast.
Wait a second. Was it an enormous pile of jewelry and gold coins and belt buckles at the bottom of the bay?
Exactly. How did you know that?
I just had a feeling. Do you really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
Could I have your jawbreaker?
No.
It's been a pleasure. Bye. Ugh, no. It looks like some of those that would hurt. I don't think he'd like that. I don't think that...
Hmm.
I don't think he'd like that.
Mojo says use the force. The force?
I don't think he'd like that. You know, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk
Oh
to me.
no.
I think we've bonded.
How did you do that?
Oh, it was nothing really. Just sudden pressure applied below the sternum to expel a foreign object from the windpipe.
That's amazing. I owe you my life. From now on.
Yes?
From now on, that will be known as the Threepwood Maneuver. Nah.
Thank you for the help, Mojo. Yes, the brute force.
Would you like this jawbreaker?
Thanks to ye. Ouch! I think I loosed me gold tooth. I knew sweets were being bad for me teeth, but it had a fine crunch and were a fiesta of flavor. From now on, I'll be sticking to fleshier foodstuffs. Something chewy. Well, there I go again. This old salt's got a craving for something to squish between me teeth.
Interesting.
That seems like a waste of a...
And here I thought that would be the solution. So we've loosened his gold tooth. Now what? Oh, there was a lot of fruit up at that ship. Richard says, what does he want now? He wants something squishy. Something to squish between his teeth, as he put it.
I'm not in the mood for fruit. I'm not in the mood for bananas. I don't want another biscuit. Nah, the corn is all buttery and greasy. I never liked cranberries, and I don't plan to start. I'm not that interested in mashed potatoes right now. I'm not in the mood for bananas. If I pick it up, it'll melt in my pants.
Okay, amazingly, it was none of that. Wait. Wasn't there something in the voodoo ladies? Gum. That was it.
Admiral Sweetum's Pit O Jerky Bubblegum. 5 cents. I'm no vandal. I'm a pirate. Wow, I got a whole pack of gum.
I bet that's the solution.
Would you like some gum?
Thanks. This is really good steak-flavored gum. It gets you here. And it gets you right here. Why, you little scamp. That's quite a funny trick you've played on old Cap'n Blondebeard.
And we have the gold.
Hey! Where do you think you be going in such a hurry? I don't suppose you know where me missing gold tooth be.
No?
Then what do you call that, then?
Oh, that. I thought it was a rock in my shoe. I was gonna take it outside.
Sure you was. Give it back.
Interesting.
More gum? Yeah, it looks like you swallowed the last piece I gave you.
Thanks. Popped me bubble, did you? You caught me again.
So how do I get this out? Mojo says, for me, this is one of the hardest puzzles in the game.
This gold tooth won't do any good there.
I shall bear that in mind. You need to be really creative and a bit nasty. Oh dear.
I can't paste that. This gold tooth feels slimy. This gold tooth won't do any good there. Excuse me. Don't you ever like to get outside the shop?
I love the outdoors, especially the beach. Why, I'm in fact a member of the Brimstone Beach Club in Smorgy. Been a member there for years.
How did you become a member?
I threatened to run them all through. Then I lost me membership card. Last time I remember having it, it was in me breast pocket. I believe I was in the kitchen preparing some grub. Then I had that awful sneezing fit. Oh, that was bad. No matter. I guess I'll just have him issue me a new one.
I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
He'd see me throw it. This gold tooth won't do any good there. It's the maitre d' podium. The gum is too hard.
I'm wondering if I combine it with that and then stick it into my mouth.
Gold tooth is in the gum. I don't think that would help.
think you be going in such a hurry? What have you be having in your hand there?
Well, what do you know? It's your gold tooth.
Give it over.
Ah, I wonder what I was missing there.
More gum? Yeah, it looks like you swallowed the last piece I gave you.
Thanks. You caught me again.
The gold tooth is in the gum.
So there must be another step. Can I spit out the window? No, no, not leave.
Excuse me. I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
Oh, it's still there. Okay.
It's a gold tooth and some gum.
Okay, so chewing it wasn't the solution then.
I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help.
No. Goodness, what could the final part of this puzzle be?
I don't think that would help.
See, I thought he'd just put it in his mouth and try and pretend it's his. But that doesn't seem to be an option.
I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help.
He said before that if he tried to throw it out the window that he'd get caught, so presumably this is supposed to be on his person. Mojo says you cannot go outside with the teeth. Well then, I have to place it somewhere which is going to cause it to be taken outside.
I don't think that would help. I don't want that. I don't think that would help.
Do I float it outside by attaching it to the
I don't
balloon?
think that would help.
No. Did seem a bit far-fetched.
I don't think that would help.
Mojo says that was a good idea. Thank you.
Excuse me. Do you have any other specials?
There be a heaping glob of lard I keep in the back for special occasions.
No, thanks. How long have you been out of chickens?
Weeks, months maybe. And it's not the loss of business that hurts me the most.
No?
I miss the taste of me chicken. You could dine this world over, but you'll never be a connoisseur of carrion till you had a taste of me savory squab.
I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
Goodness, what am I missing? So I can't. It must be relevant that the tooth has gum on it, so it's sticky. But there just don't seem to be any objects in here that are obvious targets for sticking it to. Could be another one of my inventory items.
I don't think that would help.
I also distinctly recall that there is that pipe outside and there's mud underneath, and that's where do you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to examine that more closely, even though I'm going to lose the tooth this time and have to give it back. Let's go outside and examine that more closely.
Hey! Where do you think you be going in such a hurry? What have you be having in your hand there?
Well, what do you know? It's your gold tooth.
Give it over.
It's part of the complex drainage system for Blondebeard's chicken shop. It's as thick as gravy.
I remember earlier I managed to pan using the pie pan in that mud, so I feel like that's where it's supposed to end up. It's supposed to end up down there through the drainage system.
It's part of the complex drainage system for Blondebeard's chicken shop.
But how do I get it into the drainage system?
More gum? Yeah, it looks like you swallowed the last piece I gave you.
Thanks.
He sucked the bubble back in before I could get to it.
You caught me again.
The gold tooth is in the gum. Excuse me. Do you have any other specials?
Have you tried peat moss and tree bark? Many parts be edible, you know.
No, thanks. I'll let you get back to work.
Aye.
So how do I get it in the drainage system?
Looks like a fine deal if you like slaw. Traditional grog, brewed the old-fashioned way, the unsanitary way. wish that was a real ship that I could use to sail to Blood Island. I don't think that would help.
So it's got to go, I assume, into the drainage system. I just don't know how to get it there.
I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help.
Oops. There we go. So I'll probably stop there for tonight, and that'll be the first puzzle I look at when I get back to Monkey Island 3 next Monday. Other streams I have on Wednesday, poetry, prose, and riddles. Friday I'll be doing some more Black Skylands, and possibly Saturday too. Friday's stream is likely to be late because I'll be getting back from visiting my grandparents, so that stream's likely to be later in the day. I think we will raid a Heyohina, who is a very nice VTuber. Thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for the help, Mojo. Have a lovely day.